there. And we'll be ready to go with our core fitness for today. We're going to use a small squishy prop. So it could be one of these exercise balls, or it could be a really cute cat pillow, which I'm all into right now. All right. That's all the technology ready to go. So let's warm up. Turn up the jams a little bit. And we're going to focus a little extra today on legs and hip stabilization. So let's start by warming up those muscles. Start your trackers. Roll your shoulders. Forward and back with your chest. Forward and back with your hips. And walk it around while you do it. Feels a little more fun that way. All right, let's go back to the back of your room. We're going to drop it on down. We're going to lift up through the pelvic floor, compressing in softly. So we're pulling up and in with our transversus abdominis. We're going to step to the side, touch. So we're going to do monster box, but way too fast. Way too fast monster walks. And then let it wiggle. We're just warming up. Step touch, little bounce. Keep it low, but keep that pull in through your core. Clean it up. Bring those elbows towards each other. Now I'm starting to lean back so I can feel my abs a little more here. You want to clap? You can clap. Breathe. All right, knees up. Knees back. Squeeze the back of your hamstrings as you pull them in. So really close your heel in. All right, nice and wide. Comfortable turnout with your legs. Just circle those hips. We're going to open up the hip flexors a little bit before we go on. Other direction. Little bounce here in the middle. Look down. Make sure your toes and knees are pointed in the same direction. Good. Abs are in. Tilt your chest. Bring them up. Tilt. And my hips are staying in the same place. They're just doing a little bounce. My waist is in the same place, pulling the pelvic floor up. I'm going to pull my arms back. And I'm going to pull my shoulder blades down and relax my arms. So I'm tucking my shoulder blades and I'm going to squeeze that forward. Squeeze it forward. Shoulder blades are squeezing down and together in the back. Squeeze it back. All right. Arms like T-Rex. Now we're going to switch to monster locks nice and slow. So we're going out on the diagonal and together. I want you to hold those shoulder blades back. Pet the bird. Stay low for those monster walks. Shoulder blades back. Squeezing it back. Checking your Pilates scoop, checking your pelvic floor is lifted, nice and low. Relax those arms and then lift them up softly. Shoulder blades are still pinching back. Get a little lower. All right, come on up. Tilt, neutral, arch, neutral from the side. That's tilt forward, neutral, arch back, and neutral. Tilt, neutral, arch. It's okay to bend your legs a little bit here while you do it, especially in the contraction stage, because there's more room to tilt it back. If your knees are slightly bent, we're going to take our arms up, pinch those shoulder blades together. So you're pushing your heart forward. Here we go to the side. Swing your hips. We're going swing to lean. 3, 4. Bring it up. 2, 3, 4. Notice I left my hips where they are, so you have this really curvy ending spot. And then we're gonna switch sides. When you switch, your tailbone's gonna try and get out sassy behind you. I want you to tuck it underneath as much as you can. 12 o'clock pelvis to the side. We're going out. 2, 3, 4. Bring it up. Leave your hips there. So you're using your obliques. Switch out. If you feel this all in your back, I want you to twist your heart a little bit forward and see if you can curl up. So you feel it in your obliques on the front of your abdominal wall. It's slow, so you should have time to keep checking your pelvic floor, keep checking your scoop, keep checking your long lower back. Okay, now double time. Over, 2, up, 2, hips over, 2, up, 2. Keep scooping it in. Okay, here we go, some quick ones. We're gonna go parallel legs. So knees and toes straight forward, sit down as far back as you can, pinch those shoulder blades. Check your pelvic floor, lengthen. And shoulder blades. Elbows back. Shoulder blade pinch with your elbows back. Bend your knees. Good. Elbows wide. Straighten. Move your shoulder blades, not just your arms. Good. Elbows up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And gentle stretch forward. Let go of your neck. Shake it out, friends. And roll it up. All right, kick those legs out. Take your hands to your pelvis. So I'm going to put my hands basically a little bit lower than the top of my hip bones. I'm going to put it where I can feel the hip bone sticking out the most and making this level line. So I'm switching my weight, but I'm trying to keep this level so my hips are staying the same height as opposed to swaying, which is cute, but not the goal right now. Okay, slow motion. Kick the leg, slide it over. Kick the leg, slide it over. Kick the leg, slide it over. Kick the leg, slide it low. Kick. Stand it up. Whoop. Find your balance. So you got to really stick your hip out a little more to that side to balance over that foot. And we'll pulse the knee up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slow change. Coming onto your right leg. Straighten that leg. Hips are parallel with the floor. Pulse the left leg. I'm going to try and keep it tight, so I'm working the back of this leg as well. Tight, tight, tight. Wait. Tuck, tuck. Really folding it up tight. Tight, 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 tight. Try not to lift your hip. That's the temptation. Good, good, good. Switch sides. Tuck the whole thing up. Hips are still. Press the floor away through your standing legs. Good, out. Turn those knees out. Soften it. Loosen it up. Nice and low, we're tiny bouncing. Hold those knees back, yeah? Hold them back. Abs up, 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 up. Knees back. Good. Stay there. Pinch your shoulders back. Shoulder blades down and back together. Knees and shoulders are both back. Good, good. Press those thighs. Heel toe, heel toe. Good, good. We're going bend knees. We're going to send the leg back. We're going to step back to it. Wide and together low. You know how to do the side to side low already. So now I'm adding in forward, even hips. Wide. All right, return. Going to the left. Inside leg. Oh, I got a little sassy there in the hips. No sass. Send that leg back. Woo! Catch your balance. Good. All right, you're in the back now. You're turning out. Knees are wide. Now we're going to protect our shins by going tap, tap, and tap. Stay still in the middle. Pull those abs in and up and tap. You burning yet? Push those knees wide open, opening the thighs. Good. Come back to the center. Take your time, slowly rolling all the way down to your forward fold stretch while I move your camera. You're in your forward stretch. You're gonna bend one leg and straighten the other. Let your hips pop to that side. And switch, stretch the other leg. So you're getting your outside hammies here. And both heels down. And bend your knees. And heels to hips. Find your balance. Squeeze your thighs together. Good. Hands down. Find your squishy item of choice. Let's put our kitty cat back here for now. Squishy item of choice between your legs. So I want my knees straight down underneath my hips. Yeah, straight down underneath my hips. So not something that's so big that you're going to change your posture, but instead something that you have to work to keep that parallel leg. Arms are also parallel. Instead of elbows out, which we don't do, we're going to rotate those elbows in. Squeeze your shoulder blades back and spread your hands wide to grip with wide hands. So really active hands. Here we go. Drop your belly, lift your belly. Squeeze this the whole time. And we go. Drop your belly, lift your belly. Drop your belly, lift your belly. Squeezing ball the whole time. Squeezing through your hands on the floor. Hands are active. Forearms are active. Shoulder blades are active. Legs are active. All right, change. You're gonna have your core still lifted up and in, and we're gonna arch and flex the whole entire spine. We're going arch, 2, 3, shoulders back and curve, 2, 3, 4. Keep your scoop as your arch, 3, 4, and curve. 2, 3, 4, and 2, 2, 4. Arch, 2, 3, 4, curve, 2, 3, 4. Walk your hands forward, come to your elbows. Everybody in the world's butt is going to be up when you do this the first time. I'd like you instead to tuck and shift into your modified plank on your elbows. And we're going to pull it back, press it out, curl up to modified plank. Squeeze those legs together. Arch, curve, modified plank. Hold it, tuck your abs in even more to 12 o'clock. You're trying to be one line from your shoulders through your hips to your knees. You're squeezing that ball really super hard, and we're gonna move our shoulder blades. So I'm gonna drop my chest, and then I'm gonna widen my shoulder blades, pressing the elbows into the mat. Drop, press, drop, press. Lots of abs, lots of thighs, drop, press. Good, press it back. Rest in child's pose for 2 breaths. Get that oxygen. Again. All right, rolling up. Adjust your knees, squash them back together. If you need to scoot your squishy item a little bit further down so that you get parallel legs, that's great. Move as need be. Big breath in. Exhale. Lift your pelvic floor up, compressing the belly into the ribs. Here we go, curving that torso. 2, 3, 4. Stay right there. Are your toes pointed straight back? You might be feeling a lot in your knees already, depending on your flexibility today. My quads have been super tight this last couple weeks, so I'm feeling it more in my knees than I normally do. So honor that. Take a moment to breathe into it. Make sure you're feeling discomfort, not pain. Yeah, if it's pain, we want to ease off. It's discomfort. See if you can breathe and let those muscles relax. I'm working hard to pull in and up and tilt back to 12 o'clock. Hope you are too. All right, we're going to squeeze our buns to rise up. Squeeze, squeeze. 2, 3, 4. Curve it again. Big curve. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Rise up. Good, flat back. Squeeze those balls. And yes. Shoulders, plank, down. Push it back. That was the ball. Flat back, dive through. One more time. Maybe I should be using the cat to make less awkward noises, huh? Hold your flat back. Squeeze that ball together, shoulders back. Pinch those shoulder blades in and fold. Nose, chin, chest. Push it up. All right, let's take a break. Boop, boop. With your bump, please it back. We're gonna do roll down. Yes, those would be great here. Actually, let's do something else and we'll come back to roll down stairs. Let's do single leg stretch. So we're gonna come on to our backs, beginning with pressing up and releasing our Pilates scoop. And take a moment and press down like grind down through your body with air pressure, just to feel that feeling. And now we want to do the opposite. We want to lift that pelvic floor in and up like someone's pulling a string right up through the center of your organs and hollow out that core. And then we're going to add a rocking of the pelvis. I'm going to keep my pulled up and in abdomen. All right. Up, in, 12 o'clock pelvis. So my lower back is now being held to the floor actively. I'm going to bring my knees to my chest. Big breath in. Exhale, shoulder blades down. Extend those legs. Give them a little walk, especially if you're feeling tight in the hammies. Good, good. All right, lift up your head, neck, and shoulders. We're going to do 100s. No, I lied. We're going to save those. Single leg stretch. We're going bend, lower, up or down. Bend, lower, up or down. Let it go. Let your knees go over to the right side. Twist open your back. Big breath in. Exhale, deeper into the stretch. Look away from the knees. Let your hips drop to the side. One more breath here. Draw your belly and your pelvic floor up and in. Press your arms into the mat. Use your core to bring your legs up. Good, and switch to the other side. You got this. Big stretch. Spinal twist. Knees to the left. Shoulders and head to the right. Big breath in. Exhale. Let's you release deeper into the stretch. Your middle and lower back and even your hip and glute are all stretching. Your neck can be stretching if you're gazing away from the thighs. One more big breath here. On the exhale, draw your core in. Good. Press your arms into the mat. Use your core to lift those legs back up. Stretch those legs to the side. We're going to externally rotate and parallel. Turn them out, turn them in, turn them out, turn them in, turn them out, turn them in, turn them out. Hold them out for a single straight leg stretch. We're coming up, lower, higher, down, up, lower, higher, down. Single straight leg stretch. Try it with flex feet. Feels different. It's okay if you need to do this with bent knees. If your hamstrings are really tight, that's all right. But if you can do it with straight legs, that feels good. Do extend through those legs on top, and you're not losing your Pilates scoop. Make sure you're exhaling on the way up. Relax. Good job. And drop your leg. Rock your head side to side, just like you're shaking your head in big slow motion. No, thank you. Just letting go of the tension in your neck. Don't need to hang on to it. It's not helping. And find your squishable. All right. Go ahead and take your elbows down underneath your shoulders. Walk them far back and just slouch like a hammock for a moment. So you're letting your chest stretch, letting your neck relax. Let it out. All right, find that pelvic floor lift, Pilates scoop, 12 o'clock pelvis. Shoulders down. All right, we're gonna squeeze that ball. So we're trying to keep our legs parallel, and I'm gonna push my shoulders back so my heart's lifting, and I'm gonna straighten and bend, and straighten and bend. I'm gonna switch to my cat so my ball's not making that farting noise as much. Here we go, we're going. That's much better. Oh no, the cat's slippery. Ah! I can't win, you guys. And up. Retrieve your friend. Now I wasn't squeezing hard enough. All right, I'm gonna put that cat back. I'm gonna come up to my hands. Again, lifting up through your pelvic floor, compressing your belly in and up and your shoulders back. So your shoulder blades are squeezing down. And we're gonna lift those knees into our chest. Squeeze your kitty cat. Good, that's enough. Pull it in. All right, put your ball between your feet. Figure out where parallel is for a squeeze. Hollowing out, lifting up through your pelvic floor. And we're going to lift up with your head, neck, shoulders. Go ahead and look at your belly. See if it poofs back out. Hollow it back in, friends. Let go. 100. Here we go. We're going bounce. You start to lose your Pilates scoop or your back, bend your knees. Bent or straight. Keep your lower back on that floor. Reset. Tuck your chin in. And rest. Roll it up. Ball between your knees. Here we go. Roll down. 2, 3. Squeeze your ball. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Up. 5, 6, 7. Up. Take it out. Come on over to the side. Bring your knees way far forward. Way far forward. Rest your hand on that ball there. Belly in. Shoulder blades clinging together behind your back. And we're going to do crazy clams. Good. Straighten your top leg. Flex those toes. So actively pulling your toes up towards the front of the knee. Yeah. We're just going to lower that leg down today. Oh, look, it's a pillow, guys. And holding your abs in, still with the pelvis. We're going to just lift it up and below the leg. So I'm going from the height of my hip down to the floor. Yeah, I'm not lifting the leg up above that. And today I'd like you to really look at your leg as it goes, because one of the ways that we skip the focus on that singular muscle area is that sometimes we twist the leg in this action or bring it backwards or forwards. And I want you to watch yourself to keep it on track today. Good. All right, bring it back up. Crazy clam kicks. We're going open and kick and bend and close and 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 open and kick and bend and close. Switch sides. Crazy clams first. Make sure your knees are super far forward. One hip is right on top of the other. Here we go. Clam and all right. Top leg's gonna straighten. We're gonna draw our core in. Make sure one hip's right on top of the other. And drop that leg down to the floor. Flex the foot. Yeah, flex the foot so your toes are coming up towards your shin. Lengthen that leg so we're holding it straight, practically locking it. Yeah. And we're gonna lift up from a still hip. All right, bend them up. Crazy clams again. Oh, this time we're gonna do clicks. Five-second nap on your belly. All right, we're going to take your squeezable down between your ankles. Yeah. So we've done all of these exercises coming up before. And this ball is now going to remind us to pull our legs together. So make sure you're not squeezing together just with your feet. You really want to pull together from the inner thighs. Yeah. Here we go. Arms forward, starting with your belly lock up. Lengthen that tailbone, shoulder blades together. And we're gonna rise. We'll go head, neck, right shoulder, right arm, down. 2, 3, 4, up, head, neck, left shoulder, left arm. Keep those sides squeezing in contact with your ball. We're coming head, neck, shoulder, right arm, and down. 2, 3, 4, and head, neck. Can you get more 12 o'clock pelvis? And relax for a moment. We're going to reset and then do both arms. So reset involves big breath, pelvic floor lifted, Pilates scoop compresses up and in, lengthen that tailbone, shoulder blades down and together, legs together. Here we go. We're going head, neck, shoulders, both arms, down. 3, 4. Keep resetting every time. Can you keep a breath of air under your abdominal wall? So you're trying to pull the muscles of your belly off the mat. Now, of course, there's still gonna be like flesh and fat sitting on the mat. That's fine. That's totally normal. But I want you to pull that muscle wall away from the floor. One more. All right, take your arms back. If you can, grab your hands, Pop the chest forward. Let your belly go for a moment now. Drop it back down. Release, arms down. Reset. Pelvic floor, Pilates scoop. 12 o'clock pelvis. So you're pressing your thighs into the mat. Rise up with the shoulder blades. Lift both legs. 2. From the thigh, not the knees. So you're using your glutes. Enough. Hands down under your shoulders. We're going to move that ball in between your forearms now. And by putting it between your forearms, you're going to make yourself squish in the front a little bit more, which is challenging, even though it sounds easy. Oh, that's too small. Take that back. Don't worry about your ball for this next one, yeah? I want you up on your shoulders. I'm sorry, up with your shoulders back on your elbows, pressing actively into the mat, yeah? So the temptation as we get tired is gonna be melt under your pillow, where we're gonna activate the upper back. We're gonna lift our belly up and out of the pelvis, keeping both hips on the ground. We're gonna lift our legs. We're gonna go 1 and 2 and 3. So I'm lifting the thigh. I'm using my right glute. Glute has to be doing the work. You can sometimes do it by bending the leg, and that's not the same exercise at all. Yeah, so legs lifting from your glute. All right, 10 other side. Both hips on the mat. And switch. Both hips on the mat. Keep pulling your abs up and in. Push those elbows into the floor, shoulders back. Last set. And switch. Good. Press it up and back. Curve your hips towards your feet. If you need to push a little bit, that's fine. Let it go. Let your lower back open. You can even rock a little side to side. All right. We're going to come down. Go ahead and put your ball behind your rib cage because it's nice. And then When you lay down here, you might just be relaxed, but I want you to pull your pelvic floor up, compress that belly in, and then I want you to press your shoulders back and pull your lower back towards the earth. Okay, we're gonna bend one leg, yeah? The other leg is straightened. You're even locking that knee, not uncomfortably, but it's really straight. Foot is pointed and we're really gonna watch that leg. And we're gonna lift and lower it to 45 degrees with our hips still. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Keep it locked, keep it locked. Switch legs in, out, flex, lock it, straighten it, abs in, pelvic floor up, hips on the ground. We'll go. Switch. I'm gonna move my ball. I'm gonna shake out my head for a second. Coming back. Reset that core. Straight leg. We want to get the inside of the top, the inside of the front of your thigh on this. Yeah, so some of the ways that our body's trying to avoid using that medial quadricep is by rotating out or swaying out to the side. So that's why we're just doing this simple motion, knee locked, straight up and down. All right, and last one. Good, take it up. Stretch forward. All right. Ball between your legs. We're going to do corkscrew. So that means legs up in the air. We're going to be squeezing actively. We're going to lift up through our pelvic floor, hollow out, pull those shoulder blades together down the back. And we're going to draw a circle in the air with this ball. So I'm going to go up to your right, down to your left. Keep it still. Instead of twisting the legs or losing your abs, trying to make it really big, I'd rather the whole circle only be a couple feet in diameter at most. It could be as small as 1 foot. And can you keep both hips on the ground? Slow and steady. Feel all those details of posture we work at. Are you breathing? I hope so. Good. All right, now corkscrew in the other direction. I'm going to turn so you can see another view. Both hips on the ground. Pilates scoop is in. Pelvic floor is lifted. Keeping that lower back compressed to the earth. Good, good. All right. Knees relax. Take a break. Shake off any neck or shoulder tension. Shake it off. All right, bringing your knees into your chest. We're going to turn them out to the side like a butterfly stretch. We're going to take our squishy thing and put it between our heels. Oh, harder than it seems. I'll save this one for you. Okay, we're going to try to hold on to our squishy things without dropping it on our face. Go ahead and lift it up. All right, keep those knees turned out. They're going to try and turn in back to parallel. I want you to hold them turned out. And here we go. We're going curl. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Straighten your legs. 7, 8, and right, left. bend. Straighten the legs, alternating left, right. And bend. Good. Relax your chest. Grab that ball, let your legs go free. Windshield wiper your legs and your hips. Let them soften. All right, you're gonna roll your knees both all the way over to the right. And we're gonna leave your left foot on the floor down behind you. We're gonna press that left hip across and up, opening up your hip socket. Yeah. If you're not feeling a stretch in your hip socket yet, roll back halfway to center, pull your foot in closer. So my left foot is now closer to my bum, and I'm gonna press again, opening the thigh out away from my torso, opening up that hip socket. Good. Gently to the other side. If you don't feel the stretch in your right thigh this time, right away, you can pull that right foot closer. Press the thigh out and away from you. I'm still holding my abs in. Back to the first side, all the way over. Grab that foot behind you, open up the thigh. Go ahead and turn it out. Roll it over, turn it out. Happy baby stretch. You're gonna take your knees to your chest. You're gonna then open the thighs. So your knees are coming into your armpits, and put your feet on the ceiling. Reach up inside of those knees with your hands. Same hand grab, same foot. And the weight of your arms is gonna pull those shoulders, those knees straight down towards the mat, just outside of your shoulders. Yeah? So your legs are quite wide open. It's called a happy baby pose because it looks like you're a big chubby baby getting their diaper change. Right? Can you imagine a chubby baby? Just like happy as heck, laying on their back and playing with their feet. That's what you're envisioning. Let those inner thighs stretch. All right, friends. That's it for today. You made it.